What's up, baseball fans? Frank from Frank's Card Corner here. Tonight we're going to take a little break from the cards. I actually have a piece of memorabilia here I'd like to show you guys. This is a ball, a 1955, I believe, baseball that has been signed by all of the Brooklyn Dodgers. Now, this was my father's ball. It was passed on to me. And what it is his father, my grandfather, had this ball signed for my father, who in the mid-50s, around 55, was about 8 or 9 years old at the time. We were living in Brooklyn. Well, my father was living in Brooklyn at the time. And he was a big baseball player and obviously a huge Dodger fan. And my grandfather had went down to the field and somehow had connections with people down there. And he had gotten this ball signed by all the Dodgers. As you can see up here, it's an official National League baseball. Now, the thing with this ball is, it's actually, I'm going to show you some of the signatures on here. A lot of them are faded. I mean, I don't know how good it looks on camera to you guys, but this ball actually has, my father told me, every signature of the Dodgers, of the 1955 or 1956 Dodgers. Now, back then, obviously, people didn't really take care of these things. My father had it in a shoebox for a while, and I gave him this plastic holder to put it in years ago. But you could see some of the signatures that are on here. I don't know if we can focus in on a few of those. There are signatures all over the ball. I can clearly read some of them, but there are some, you could tell there's handling and some wear on this ball. And maybe some of you guys could throw down in the comments if you've ever had a ball or piece of memorabilia that was signed and old and actually tried to restore it. If anybody knows anything about signature restoration, I would like to maybe, if it's worth it, possibly have this restored, because I mean this is a baseball treasure here. This thing for the 55 Dodgers obviously were a very popular team back in the 50s, and this was their golden year to win the World Series before they moved out to Los Angeles. And you know, my father and his two brothers growing up in Brooklyn, this was a very big piece of memorabilia to have at the time, and still is. So yeah, I'd like to, if you guys could throw in the comments if you've ever restored signatures on a baseball or any type of memorabilia that you own. I'd like to hear, who's done it for you, if you've had a good experience, or even in general, if it's just recommended to even restore signatures, if it does anything to the value of the ball or whatever. But here is probably the best side of the ball right here, that you could see some of the signatures here. But if it's possible to restore this, if it's worth it to restore it, let me know in the comments, because this is a nice piece of baseball history here. Alright, thanks for watching. Be sure to subscribe to the channel. We'll talk soon.